Hello viewers, welcome to UN Autonomous College. Today we are going to discuss about the concept of that is known as deterministic finite automata. It is related to the previous topic, but today we are going to discuss about the part 3. That means in this section we are going to discuss about different related examples which are related to our DFA. Now we can focus on a slide. In this topic we are specially focused on what are the different type of possible examples are related to our topic. Next we are going to discuss what are the different outlines which are related to our topic, like what are the different examples related to DFA. By using that example we can easily define what are the different structures are used in our deterministic finite automata section. Next we are going to discuss about the example which is mentioned here. We know that the deterministic finite automata specially contains one input symbol, and that input symbol is denoted as 0 or 1. Instead of that 0, 1, we can take any other alphabet like A, B, otherwise you can take any digit, whatever you have as a input value or input parameter. But here we have input parameter like 0 or 1. But using that parameter we are going to accept all starting with 0. That means we can design a string and that string is always starting with 0 value. That means according to that value we can design our DFA diagram, otherwise we can make one DFA table. So that in this example we are making one diagram, and that diagram is related to our DFA concept. First of all, we can take two input symbol we have, that is known as 0 or 1. First of all, that's Q0 is a state, and that state is known as initial state, so that from that state we can begin our execution, so that whenever user can provide any input value to that Q0, then that Q0 can make a new state, and that state is linked with, that is mentioned here, Q1. That means whenever that Q1 state is created, which is known as our final state, in that final state specially also takes some parameter, and to complete its execution, in that moment it can take some value like 0 or 1. Whenever it can take 0 or 1, it is self redirected. That's why it is looks like one loop structure. That is Q1 is self directed to Q1. There is no any new state is created from that self direction. So that whenever user can also put some value like 1, in that moment we can create another state that is known as Q2, and that Q2 is also another new state, but that state is never end with any other parameter. If a user can want to make it end, in that moment the user can provide some parameter like 1 or 0. In that moment this state will be self redirected, otherwise it can be create another some new states. That means this Q2 never creates any states in the diagram. That's why due to that question we are generating this DFA diagram, because here the question is mentioned that the DFA with summation have two parameter like 0 or 1, but accepts all starting with 0. That means its the starting value should be 0. Then we can create that DFA diagram. So in that explanation we are mentioned here. So in the above diagram we can see that on given 0 as input to DFA, then instead Q0 the DFA changes the state to Q1. That means when user can input 0, in that moment we can create another new state which is mentioned here, that is known as Q1, and always go to the final state. That means we know that final state is always denoted as double rounded circle, and here that Q1 is known as final state, which is mentioned here on starting with input symbol 0, because we know that whenever user can put a 0 symbol, then the Q1 state is created. So that means it is always starting with 0 symbol. When the user can take some value or parameter like which is mentioned here, it can accept 00, 01, 000, then 001 or etc. That means we can create multiple number of strings according to its parameter, 0 or 1 parameter. So that in this way we can creating our diagram. So it can't accept any string with start with 1, because it will never go to final state on a single state. That means that final state on a string which is starting with 1. That means whenever user can accept a string value which is started with 1, then it is known as parameter 1. And whenever user can provide any other values in it, then it is never creates any other states in that diagram. So that due to this DFA diagram formation, we can easily mention here, because we know that whenever user can accept any number of strings, it may be 00 or 01, 000, 011, whatever, but the value should be starting with 0. If that string is not started with 0, then it is known as a complicated process. So that from this diagram we can also design a table which is known as a DFA table, and that DFA table can contain some parameter. If a user can want to draw a DFA table, in that moment user can easily make a column. We know that in the previous slide and in the previous topic we already mentioned how to design a transition table. In that transition table we can easily mention how to create a new state whenever it can accept a parameter, that may be 0 or 1. In that moment we can create a table, so that whenever user must focus on 5 parameters, like we know that the initial state, in this diagram we have initial state denoted as Q0, then we have a final state that is known as Q1, then we can create another state that is known as Q2, but we have 2 input symbol parameters like 0 or 1, but here also we have the combination of states. The number of states were created in this diagram. Generally in this diagram we can create 3 number of states like Q0, Q1, then Q2. So that in this diagram we can generally create the 3 states which is available in this diagram, so that according to these 3 states we can make a transition table which is so flexible way, but here the transitions must be reflected on that table. Whenever user can providing any type of symbol, that may be 0 or 1, according to that value we can create a transition. In the transition we must draw our transition table according to different parameters. Okay, now we can focus on the slide. The next we are going to discuss the example which is related to our how to create all ending with 0. That means if a user want to create a DFA diagram with some input symbol we have 0 or 1, then which accepts all ending with 0. That means that is one very easy way to create that formation, because if a user want to create a diagram but the diagram is always ending with 0, in that moment there is no need to create the previous diagram which is related to our starting with 0. But here in this example we are mentioning that the DFA diagram must be started with 0, or we can say ended with 0, but the example 3 is reflected as it must take 2 parameter like 0 or 1, but it accepts all ending with 0. First of all we can discuss about this diagram. Whenever user want to draw the diagram, user must create a one state that may be denoted as a Q0. Sometimes some students can ask, instead of Q0 we can write any other state name. Yes, why not? If a user want to write like that is known as Z0, Z1, no problem, but generally we can easily recognize that state known as a Q0 or Q1, which is very flexible way of rectification or very easier way to detection of their states. So that in that moment whenever user can takes a parameter like 0, in that moment that Q0 must generate a new state that is known as Q1, but that Q1 is known as a final state in this diagram. So that whenever user can accept this final state after receiving the 0, that means whenever user can provide the 0 input to Q1, that means it is self redirected. Similarly, whenever user can input 1 to Q1, then it can create not new state, but it is redirected to exit state that is known as Q0. That means it is just looks like a loop structure, but that loop structure is always end with 0. But whenever Q0 is takes a parameter like 1, then it is self redirected in this diagram that is known as Q0. So in this way we can easily design the diagram very flexible way, so that according to this transition table, or if a user want to design the transition table, it is so very easier way we can mention it, because we have number of states known as the two states, that is known as Q0 or Q1, but we never write other states like Q2 because here Q2 is not exist in this diagram. We only have two states, that is known as a Q0 or Q1. So that according to that state formation, we can easily mention some state diagram. So whenever user can put 1, in that moment we know that we are creating a Q0. That means we have two input symbol 0 or 1 and we have two number of states Q0 and Q1. From this transition table, we never easily mention how to denote different types of different structure of that table. But here only we can create two states, so that Q0 and Q1. Here Q0 is known as initial state, Q1 is known as final state because it is denoted as double rounded circle. In a transition table you can mention like a star, that means star is denoted as a one final state, but initial state is always denoted as a arrow mark, that is known as a forward or left forward arrow mark, which is denoted as a initial state in this transition diagram. But easily according to that transition diagram we can easily make a transition table very flexible way. From this diagram we can going to explain what are the different points are related to the diagram concept. So in the above diagram we can see that on given 0 as input to DFA in state Q0, then the DFA changes its state to Q1. We are already discussed in the previous part. So that so due to these changes, which can accept any strings which ends with 0 like 00 or 10 or 110 or 100, whatever. That means it is a very flexible way to create it. We know that whenever user can put 0, then we can create a string according to that part. First of all we can take the 0, then we can also create another 0. Otherwise we can take the 0 or we can take the 1. Otherwise we can take the 1, then we can easily create another 1 according to its diagram. So that in this way we can easily mention our transition table parameters. So that user very clever way to manage its transition table, but we should have more idea about how to create a different type of transitions according to their requirement. We never add multiple states unnecessary in our transition diagram, because whenever user can put number of transitions in their state, it will be create some ambiguous data or ambiguous result in our program, because you know that ambiguous means this is a confusion, user become confused how to create multiple strings parameter in our execution process. So that it is always focused on it. Here it can't accept any string which end with 1, because it will never go to final state, that is known as Q1 on one input. So the string ending with 1 which will not be accepted or will be rejected, we know that. That means whenever user never put any parameter or any value to it, that means it will be accepted or rejected according to the requirements. So that whenever user can put one symbol, then it can give some result. Otherwise the user can put any other parameter like 0, then it can also provide some other symbol state. But here only we can put 1, then it will never go to the final state, that is known as Q1, because we know that whenever Q0 it accepts a 1 value, then it is self redirected, it never create another new state. So that due to that diagram we can explain here. So the string ending with 1 will not be accepted or will be rejected, that is mentioned here. That means whenever user can provide the string, that string is always contains the end part, that is known as 1. In that moment user may say that it may be accepted or will be rejected according to requirement, because here the question is given that all string formation is always end with 0. If that string formation is not end with 0, then it is not accepted in our transition diagram. So that it must be rejected, because our corresponding output were never created in that diagram. That's why it will be rejected according to requirement. Next we are going to discuss what are the different terms are related to our diagram. In this example we are going to discuss how to design a finite automata, means deterministic finite automata according to requirement. Here that question explained that design a finite automata means deterministic finite automata with two parameter like 0 or 1 which accepts those string which starts with 1 and end with 0. We know that whenever user can create a string, that string must be start with 1 value, always end with 0 according to its requirement, so that the finite automata will have a start state that is known as a Q0, from which only the edge with input 1 will go to the next state. That means when that Q0 can accept a parameter that may be 0 or that may be 1, according to that parameter we can create, that is a new state. But here that Q0 can accept a parameter like 1, then it can create a state that is known as Q1. Whenever that Q1 state is created, then it is self redirected whenever it can accept a parameter like 1. That means whenever Q1 is accept parameter 1, then it is self redirected. But here that Q1 can accept a parameter like 0, then it is recreated, or we can say we can generate a new state that is known as Q2. But here that Q2 is denoted as a final state. We know that because due to this rounded circle, we have the double rounded circle in that Q2. That means that Q2 is known as the final state in this transition diagram. But that Q2 can also put some value like 0, then it is self redirected. But here that Q2 can also accept a parameter like 1, then it is not created new state, but it is exist state will be redirected, but which is mentioned here, that is known as 1. That means that Q2 can takes a parameter like 1, then it is forwarded to Q1. So that in this way we can create some string value which is already explained in this explanation part, so that in state Q1 if we read 1, then we will be create a state that is known as Q1. But if we read 0 at the state Q1, we reach to state that is known as Q2, because which is the final state. That means that Q0 never contain any value, but that Q1 must contain a value like 0. That means that Q0 is always takes a value that is 1. It is automatically create a new state Q1, but that Q1 is takes a value 0, then it is automatically forwarded to Q2. But in that Q0 never contain any value like 0. That means always Q0 it takes a value 0, that means it automatically redirected to Q2. That means in that example we are mentioned here, we can create some string, that string always start with 1 but end with 0. Due to that reason that Q0 never takes any parameter like 0. By default we know that Q2 is always end with 0. Similarly that Q0 always end with 0 due to that formation. So that in the second explanation is going to briefly describe about the confusion which is arised why this Q0 never contain parameter like 0. So that in state Q2 if we read either 0 or 1, that means that Q2 maybe takes some 0 parameter, otherwise takes some parameter like 1. In that moment we will go to Q2 state or Q1 state respectively, which is mentioned here. Whenever Q2 can accept a parameter like 0 or read that is 0, then it is self redirected. Whenever that Q2 can accept a parameter like 1, then it is forwarded to Q1, which is already mentioned here. So that the input always end with 0, it will be the final state which is self redirected. Means that means whenever we can create a number of strings, in that string is always end with 0. Due to that 1 we can create that the above diagram is always starting with a parameter like 1. So that due to this way of formation we can create some strings like 1 0 1 0, or we can create string like 1 0 0 1 1 then 0, whatever you can say. In this way we can create our formation, so that it is a general way of formation. In this diagram we can already mention here how to form another way of representation, so that we are going to design a finite automata. We have two types of parameter like 0 or 1 which accepts the only input value like 1 0 1. Due to that way we are creating this diagram. We know that we never takes similar type of parameters in that state, so that whenever Q0 can accept a parameter or read a parameter like 1, it is automatically create a new state that is known as Q1. Whenever that Q1 can read a parameter like 0, then it can create a new state like Q2. Whenever that Q2 can read a parameter like 1, then it is automatically redirected to final state. That means it is the end of that diagram. So due to that question, we are creating this transition diagram here. That means we can accept only input 1, 0, 1. We never accept nothing else like 1, 0, 1, 0, 1, 1, whatever we can say. But this diagram is only focused on to create a string value. The string value is always lies within a constant like 1, 0, 1. We never have any other value like 1, 0, 0, 1, 1, 0, 0, 1, 0, whatever we can say. But here the diagram is only focused on to create a string. That string is always lies in this parameter like 1, 0, 1. So that in the given solution, we can see that only input 1, 0, 1 will be accepted. Hence for the input 1, 0, 1, there is no other path shown for the other input value. So in this way, you can easily create it, or we are going to easily access it. So that if a user to focus on to create multiple number of transitions table or transition diagrams according to their requirements, we can always focus on its question. Whatever questions asks to a user must to create this type of transition tables or transition diagrams according to the requirement. Okay, finally, thank you, have a nice day.